Please, let your children come to Mwachon ICT and they will be taught what a fulswa. Leye, omutu lago kobwa Mwachon konetkei, konyor boisionik, kowe orit yun, taikaisiek mut ichegei, kokakonyor chito 50,000. Kiogero kwek, imeletwe hapa. Mwenye ameleta hapa ni mtoto wenu mwenye hako hapa sahi, Engineer John Kipchumba Tanui. Asante sana engineer for that. We know you are going to do a lot more than what you have done, but as you go along the way, do your work as you have always been doing, with integrity. Do your work with courage, and always put God first. And I'm sure you are going to go far. With those few remarks, I say may God bless you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Asante sana.
Makofi kwa Justice, tafadhali tumpatie makofi.
Makofi ya Bondoptum.
Yeah, Boyoptum.
Boyoptum. Bas, kwa niaba ya wabunge wote na kwa MC nachukua nafasi hii kusema asanteni sana kwa niaba ya Musa Sirma. Nimekuwa Musa Sirma, sasa nabadilika kuwa Maklab, naenda kwa Ngwaror. Wacha sisi wote tusimame tukaribishe DJ wapi, tukaribishe mgeni wetu wa heshima.
Kila mtu weka mikono juu, makofi twende. Makofi everybody. Kina mama pale wapi shangwe vigelegele jamani. Haya twende. Haya.
Karibu sana.
Karibu. Amenitendea mema.
Huyu Yesu amenitendea mema.
Wakikuja na mke wake jamani, makofi.
Tafadhali pole hivyo. Aha. Very good. Maglap, utasimama naye hapa kidogo.
Kila mtu makofi jamani, makofi. Amenitendea mema. Viongozi wengine kujeni tuweze. Kujeni kidogo. Heshima wale seneta hapo. Yes, kuja. MCS. Mema. Amenitendea mema. Amenitendea mema. Amenitendea mema. Wapi shangwe vigelegele jamani. Mkono wa Bwana DJ. Mkono wa Bwana. Haya, kila mtu sema mkono wa Bwana tumeuona.
Asante sana. Haya, tumpe nafasi sasa. Karibu sana. Okay. Nafikiri haya, mpatie hiyo microphone sawa kabisa.
Bishop Kotut, Bishop Lusota, all the church leaders, the pastors who are here, leaders who are here today, our members of parliament, Makilap, your colleagues, our member of parliament nominated, Bishop Koskei, my colleagues, the PS from Singoi was here, Kim Tair, Harry, and all the leaders who are here. I might not name each one of you. And my family, my wife Winnie, my parents who are here, and also the parents of my wife, and the entire community and the people of Mwachon. I am so honored and privileged to be hosted such a great Thanksgiving today. So my first is to say thank you, and thank you again. I am so indebted to this community for the great work they've done. I am a product of this school, and I thank all those who have been involved in my growth of career as a student from my primary school, class 1 to all class 8 year, and all those who worked before, and one of them being my father, who was the founding teacher and head teacher of this school. He didn't know he was sowing seeds that will bless his children and many others. And I am surrounded by great professionals who are also members of this community. A county commissioner, there are very few of them. One of them is from this school. The ICT Church, great businessmen like Limo, of course I have mentioned Justice Limo, and many others. So first, I thank His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for appointing me to a very important role in his government to be PS, ICT and digital economy. As he went around the country to campaign, he made very clear his plan, what he wanted to do, and some very key focus areas. One of them was to uplift, as the song we've sung, lifting people from down and taking them up. And that is one of the ministries which we are honored today to host CS Chelukui also here, who is the CED Cabinet Secretary, Cooperatives and Small and medium enterprises. The other thing he talked about a lot is about the digital, online government, and the opportunities in the digital space. And I'm privileged and honored that he saw it fit for me to lead and support him in that area. There are many comments that has come as we talked, starting from Bishop, about how to make the digital space safe. I think that's why His Excellency the President saw it fit to put a new ministry, and he renamed it ICT and Digital Economy, to make sure that digital infrastructure that has been built in this country can be used to have more impact and to create a new economy within the space we are calling now digital. So I am quite grateful for the opportunity, and also thankful to God and to the people of Mwachon. I think Makilap explained very clearly how this journey happens. It starts with Mwananchi making choices and selecting leaders, and a government is formed. And then when a government is formed, the leadership, who is the president, decides to select men and women who will work with him. So the role the public does in choices of their leaders is very important in forming a government. And also it's important to build your professional line so that when such opportunity comes, you should be found ready also to support in the areas you have built your capabilities in. I'm so excited to see all of you here, and I even lack words and what to say, but to just appreciate and to thank you. So I will just explain briefly what this job means to me following this appointment. One is to support the president in two key promises he has given: to build a digital superhighway. When we talk of a digital superhighway, we know the traditional, the roads. Yeah, the roads which my colleague Philemon Kandie is doing. We have roads from all the coast. We have Kenya Ports Authority. We have the highways, that's the Kenya National Highways Authority, who are building such infrastructure. We have roads in urban centers, which we call under Kura, Kenya Urban Roads Authority. We have roads that go to the last mile in the village, which we are calling Kera, which my colleague chairs. That is the economy which is driven by our road infrastructure. Now we are building a digital superhighway. So it's a replica of the physical infrastructure that the country has built, but now in the digital space. It's still about connecting to the wall using the submarine cables, and quite a lot the country has done there. We also have to connect the rest of the country using fiber and other connectivities across the country through our towns to our villages. And I think the community of Mwachon, you are privileged that some of the things being initiated in the country about a digital superhighway, you already having experience. Our counties, most of our counties are already connected with fiber. This center is one of the centers which have had connectivity now, I think about 3 or 4 years, with a free Wi-Fi for the last 4 years. And now we are going to do 25,000 free Wi-Fi's in the country like what we have here at Mwachon. So the people of Mwachon, we thank you because you already experienced what it means, and we were able to host His Excellency the President here in 2017, before the elections of 2017, and he officially opened this center, and that time the fiber had not come, but a few months later we had that. So the digital superhighway entails us connecting every village in this country with connectivity, starting with places where we have power, ensuring every home that is connected with power is connected with fiber. And this will bring broadband connectivity and opens the entire wall to our homes, to our schools, to our offices, to our hospitals, to every part of our businesses, and also to our markets. And that's why today we were launching a free Wi-Fi in Eldama Ravine. I was so impressed to see the women and the youth who are in those markets and appreciating what it means, ensuring that now connectivity will no longer be a limitation to their business, and they will discover new things within the digital space. The second thing that His Excellency the President talked about is now about the digital economy. And when we talk about the digital economy, means moving the businesses to the economic space, the digital space. And Bishop mentioned about the challenges that we have using our phones, where some people might have some misrepresentation, others give wrong information until other people lose money. This is one of the areas we are going to sort, Bishop, and I can assure you, as you requested, that is one of the assignments His Excellency the President has actually given me. We want to ensure there is a safe, secure digital space in our country to ensure that the e-commerce of this country can thrive. It will create huge opportunities for businesses, which will create jobs and also wealth, but it must be safe. So one of the things we'll be addressing and discussing with all the other stakeholders is how to sort the issue of identity, so that when you call someone, you are sure of who you are dealing with, so that you can be able to sell, buy, and trade without fear that you'll be conned. And that's how we'll make the e-commerce of our country amongst the top in the world. So we'll be engaging from January going forward with all the stakeholders to ensure we are very clear on what direction to take in respect to digital identity, which will be the basic platform that will guide our e-commerce and also the digital government. The other thing we'll be addressing is moving services from physical to digital space. At the moment, we are about 15%. And His Excellency the President has instructed me and my other colleagues to ensure we move to 80% within 6 months. It's a huge task, it's very challenging, but we are up to it to ensure that Mwananchi is able to access services from government from where they are with ease and through their digital devices. He is also instructed and communicated the same with all the other stakeholders to say one of the biggest bottlenecks we have as a country is no longer even the broadband, it's not the network, but the devices. Somebody saying, I do not have a smartphone. I do not have the right phone to use it on that free Wi-Fi or in that connectivity. And he has instructed the sector to find a solution in which we can get an affordable smartphone with a price range as low as between 3,000 and not more than 5,000. And I can assure you this is being addressed, and we are working day and night, having meetings very late to find a solution in how the country can have devices manufactured in our country at an affordable price, so that the bottleneck of devices can be removed. Out of the 63 million devices or phones, almost 40 million, there are 30 to 40 million are actually 2G, 3G. So there are very few smartphones in the country. If we can unlock that, we move businesses to online, we connect the entire country, we will become a global model as a country, and we'll be able to open huge opportunities. The other task which my colleague, the CEO of TVETA, mentioned here, Dr. Langat, mentioned one of the instructions that His Excellency the President has given us is that the digital sector should be the one to open opportunities for employment. And he has given us a target. We had set ourselves a target of 1 million online jobs between 3 to 5 years. He's asked us to find how to shorten that to be about 2 years. It's a challenge, but we are working on it. But we are happy to see that there are good examples. You've had a few examples here. There is a gentleman who spoke earlier on here called Dan from Nakuru. With another team, they've set up about 100 computers, and they're able to connect with global demands of tasks or online jobs, which are quality contract jobs, not just doing assignments for others, but these are quality digital jobs, and they're able to work 24 hours. So with 100 devices, they are able to have 300 people have gainful engagement, and they're able to be paid every month with US dollars, not Kenya shillings. They are receiving their money on US dollars. And imagine if we move 1 million people, even if they were to get between $200 to $1,500 per month, it will be quite a huge impact in our country. And we've checked it is possible, and we are going to work. And we are happy that about 2 weeks ago, His Excellency the President launched this program with the support of our team from Concert Technopolis, ICT Authority, TVET Authority, and the technical and vocational institutions. Now we started with Kapete Technical, where we launched the first program. And we are going to launch across the country. We have over 20,000 devices to deploy. And today we are privileged that CS Chelukui has launched 1 year at Mwachon, Concert Digital Skills Lab. So we are going to launch across our country, and I encourage our members of our parliament to visit the ones we've launched, like the Kapete Polytechnic here at Mwachon, and we are going to do it across the country. And we are going to work with the stakeholders to ensure we provide digital skills. During the Jamhuri Day celebrations, His Excellency the President made a special change in how we celebrate our celebrations. And I think, Bishop, that was your second request. You said some of our celebrations have not been exciting, has not been responsive and connecting to our young people, and we need to change. And starting with the celebrations of 2022, Jamhuri Day, we were given instructions by His Excellency to think on how to take a new form. And the first assignment was it has to have a theme. And he gave us the first Jamhuri Day to have ICT, innovation and technology as the theme. And we put up a team and they did a wonderful job. His Excellency invited some of the top technology partners and leaders, the owners of some of these big companies, and sat and engaged and discussed with them. And one of the things was, how do I enable Kenyans, our youth, to gain the skills that is required in the digital space? And I can tell you, he has rolled out a wonderful program, and it started on Jamhuri Day, where scholarships were offered for anyone who attended Jamhuri Day. And it happened, we are now at 30,000 who have already registered and started taking courses. I encourage any one of you, please go to the link that was provided, register, equip yourself with the digital skills, because that's the space you are going to engage in, that's the space you are going to find a job and be able to earn a living. So we are going to work with those technology partners and see how we can unlock opportunities of jobs and also skills to ensure that we can perform those jobs and move to the next level. India is a great country which has a lot of similarities with our country, but they have moved quite fast. If you look some of the top technology companies, American or whichever country, their top CEOs or technologies, CTOs, are actually people from India. And we think if we work on what we are doing as a country, in the next 10, 15, 20 years, top technology companies will actually be led and driven by Kenyans. And that's one of the things I'm committing to work and to support His Excellency the President to ensure we build the skills in the digital space and open opportunities in the digital world. There was also one question which my friend Parorot asked or instructed me because we've been very good friends. He's mentored me in the industry. When I joined my career, he was the CEO of CTO of Safaricom, and we were able to do quite a lot in this country. Building the Safaricom infrastructure, I did quite a lot under him, and we built quite the infrastructure in this region and was able to work in several countries and see what is possible. And what he has said is there's some great things that this country has done. One was the opening up of connectivity to the international routes teams, the first fiber connectivity to Kenya, or the one which was done by government, and it really opened our country. The others was moving to new technologies when we moved to 3G, 4G, brought in fiber connectivity. The next big thing is indeed what the Deputy Governor has mentioned, is how to ensure we make Kenya a data hub. And we are committed to ensure we work and make ourselves attractive to top technology companies you've mentioned. His Excellency the President is really serious about this issue. And he told me, let's go to US. We met all those top companies and discuss what you want us to do for you to come to Kenya. So we have the work, the task cut out for us to make sure we make Kenya attractive even more, make sure we position ourselves to attract Kenya as a data hub and also a talent hub. So we have our job well cut out and we are going to deliver that. The other, my friend Dr. Limo, Justice Limo, we appreciate the support and the guidance over the years. When I joined Form 1, Justice Limo was in Form 5. So I had a chance to be with him for 2 years. So after the first term, my results were not good. and he actually reprimanded me. And from there I was able to be on track, and the rest is history. Thank you for that. And for some of the things you've mentioned, and I think we were together when His Excellency the Governor of Makueni was being inaugurated by yourself, and you talked about issues of integrity in the public sector, and that's an issue of great importance. It's a very challenging environment, and it's one of the ways that we think using technology we will be able to bring even more transparency in the public sector. So if we can bring all government operations and services online, digital, it will increase transparency a great deal and even efficiency, and will make work easier for all of us. So we're going to address all these issues using all those solutions. So that's what it entails in the job, and we are privileged to have friends. PS Kimtai, thank you for so much for the work you are doing, the commitments that you made for Kenya in terms of addressing the requirements in terms of our livestock sector, and even our region and our county of Baringo, which is actually challenged, especially half of Baringo, the lower side, would need a lot of programs, and I'm happy our MB Maklab is leading with the other leaders to see that they benefit on what the national government is doing. I'll work very closely with my colleagues, all the 51 PSS. We were instructed, as much as we come from our areas, like I come from Mwachon, we are the PSS of Kenya. So we'll be serving Kenya, but we've heard you and we've understood your message, and we will serve Kenya, and we will also know where we've come from, and we'll make sure we make you proud as the people who have invested so much in us, that we must remember you in every office and in every place that we get opportunity to serve. There was other colleagues who are to join us, but as mentioned, we had another program today nationally, which the President instructed us. It's about environment, planting trees. His Excellency the President needs us to increase the forest cover to 30%. And this is something personally I'm passionate. As you know, I love planting trees. I've even challenged harvesting, but it's something for us to look at. We need to increase our tree coverage. It is important for our livelihood as a country. It is important for our survival, and it's important for all the other good things we are talking about. It cannot happen if the ecosystem we have, which is our tree coverage, is not meeting the required target. So we'll support His Excellency the President to ensure that is achieved. And Baringo is doing well. We had a report today from the team who are manning our forest. We have Koipatek forest, Chemususu forest. Let's protect them. We are the people who live in these communities. These forests are for our good. It ensures we have rains at the right time. It ensures the environment and the air we enjoy is good and clean. So it is for our own good to protect the environment. And the challenges which were raised to the leaders will take it to see how the communities can even benefit and do farming inside the forest and ensure the trees also are protected. So with those, I can say thank you and close with that. To my parents, asanteni sana for the investment you built in me up to this much. This time, my family, Winnie, my children, thank you so much. Many leaders who have worked with me this journey, thank you so much. Mheshimiwa Musa is not here today. Pass our regards. Lesonet, you've been our MB for 3 terms. Thank you for the works you did. Even some of the great things we are talking about, constituency innovation hubs. Actually, it was a conversation we had with my BS and CS and MB Moses Lesonet at that time when he was the chairman of CDF. And now it's a national project. Now it's going to ride to provide jobs for young people. So let's use any opportunity that we have to ensure we create programs that are impactful and can last even beyond your tenure or your time. And those are some of the lessons also I've learned. Thank you so much and God bless you. Thank you the people of Mwachon. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Before I close, I want to invite my wife, Winnie, our children, Jebet and Keljin. Please come. These are some of the people who have to pair with me sometimes. When work requires me to work so late, they have to wait for me. So big Chuche, where is? Oh, our son has gone home, so I'll ask my wife just to say a word.
Okay. Praise God. Praise God again. I think for me it's just to say thank you to God and thank you to all of you for coming today. You've really made our day great and we thank you so much. Kongoi.
Also our daughter, Chebet.
Okay. Shamge Tugul. Higuren Chebet, and I want to congratulate my dad for this position. I know he has worked so hard to get where he is, and I know he's up to the task and he'll deliver what he's supposed to do. And thank you for everyone who has also supported him in his career. Thank you. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. God bless you. And His Excellency the President sent his regards and appreciation to you all. I was with him the day before yesterday when he arrived, and I mentioned to him that we'll be in Baringo, and he said, "Kole ogatokwek otoche." Sasa ikotoka kongen komye. Ingen Baringo komye. Akongen Mwachon. Sasa ingen ni makikonya yo. Pasara na wanyoru walechine.
Igati.
Sasa wakati kongoi missing. God bless you.
Wonderful. Jamani, wapi makofi jamani? Tumpatie makofi jamani, makofi. Makofi jamani, tumpatie makofi tena jamani. God is good and all the time. Ka kwaigo suldae. Ka kwaigo suldae. Gongoi negi ai ka kwaigo suldae. Gongoi Jehova. Asante sana. Nataka muketi chini ili tupate vote of thanks kutoka Langat. Ako wapi? Atupatie vote of thanks. Karibu sana. Karibu. Alafu Bishop uwe tayari utufungie kwa maombi.
Asome akatak tugul eng kainetab Jesu ale chamgei. Chamgei kokeny. Netai ameche aib kasari amwa kongoi. Kaokas kainaik chuk kekurena Ham Lagat. Justice Limo komatiria neo ngane. Lakini ta netige kasi pole pole. Makolosi ariki atamitei. So amwae kongoi. Sanda na ngai. Awaib kasarai. Alas Jehovah amu baishet negoigaji Engineer John Tanui. So Bwana John, kakinda nabin rani. You've been appointed. Ing nandi ko kakile kinda nabin. Kakinda nabin kekonin baishet nebo emet. Ako kakoyanda matirenik. Kakota chepyosok. Sinendet nelibwab. So kelen kongoi. Makitinye ng'alachek. Ko ki biikab kokwet chemewa yutok kemwae kongoi kora. Ameja amwa kongoi ing Bishop, Honorable Senator Bwana Kosgei eng kabwatet nekeker ile mie inyo ni ibaibaji betutab rani. So maameche amwa ngalek chechang amu kakoimen akangen ale kakwa sait akoil asis. So amwae kityo ale kongoi. Ikurena kwamba Kalia kwanda nenyu korona asame kotonon obartagei so nai komye ako mi lemenyi kora chekemi yu tugul. Mameche autie oye musimame just to wave to the crowd. Asante sana. So Bwana Engineer, God is with you. God is ahead. As you go to execute your task, rest assured that you will succeed. Ago berurin pororiet, ago berurin oret. Mago miji netagot nyengalio. I am a witness. Engineer John Tanui has done and has left an indelible mark in the ICT. I remember when we were starting our practice, we used to run around all the courts in Kenya. Lakini siku hizi, kietindai online. You attend any cases. You can attend a case in Kisumu, a case in Malindi, a case in Mombasa, a case in Nairobi, when you are seated in your office. So kimeje kemwa kongoi amu kasi nekikwa engineer akpiga IT. Hiyo tunatoa na tunaambia watu wa Mwachon mumepata baraka na Mungu aendelee kuwabariki sana. Asante. For everyone who has a gift, you are welcome to give your gift. Continue with the favor, John, that you have been given. It is a success story which has come through, and the family will bear witness. Asante sana. God bless you. Asante.
Kongoi missing. Asante sana Am Lagat. Basi PS Engineer John Tanui, pongezi sana. I've been your MC nikiwa na Alex Tum, mimi naitwa MC Felches. Kongoi missing. Bishop Blesuthe Yusuf, tafadhali njoo tufungie kwa maombi.
Acha tuombe tafadhali.
Tunaomba
maombi ni amana.
Maombi ya mwisho.
Naomba tu kwa unyenyekevu.
Aye.
Neno la Mungu katika Saburi, Engineer Tanui, Saburi 23 mstari wa kwanza. Bwana ndiye mchungaji wangu, sitapungukiwa na kitu. Utapungukiwa. Hatutapungukiwa. Bwana ndiye mchungaji wangu. Daudi akanena hivyo. So mali utaingia, Bwana atakuwa na wewe.
Asante.
Ndege ambao utapanda, Bwana atakuwa na wewe. Ofisi hiyo, magari utatumia, Bwana atakuwa pamoja nawe. Nyumbani, kanisani, mahali pa kazini, sisi zote, hata safari tukielekea Nairobi, wale ambao watasafiri sehemu mbalimbali, Bwana ndiye mchungaji wangu. Tuombe sasa. Baba Mwenyezi Mungu, tunakushukuru kwa kazi ambayo imefanyika siku ya leo katika Mwachon Primary School. Baba, ni historia ambayo Mungu ndugu wetu Engineer Tanui ameweka. Tunakushukuru. Ni maombi yetu kwamba watoto wetu waweze kufuata nyayo ya Tanui. Watie bidii kwa masomo yao. Na kila mmoja wetu tutabarikiwa. Tunakushukuru Mungu kwa sababu ya serikali yetu ambayo amekumbuka ndugu wetu na ametukumbuka kama watu wa Baringo, watu wa Mwachon, wa Kenya. Tunakushukuru. Bariki president wetu, deputy president na serikali yake kwa ujumla. Mungu wabariki. Wape kibali wale wote ambao wamepewa nafasi ya kutumika. Mungu wetu, sio wakubwa, sio bosses, lakini ni watumishi. They are servants. Baba, watumie jinsi ambayo Mungu umekusudia. Wape kibali. Mpatie ndugu wetu John Tanui kibali ya kufanya kazi hii kwa ajili ya utukufu wako. Utumika kwa Kenya mzima na ulimwengu, na hata upandishe yeye Mungu wetu, kwa sababu ni mtumishi wako. Unampenda, na Mungu sisi tumejua na tumeona kazi ya mikono yake. Mbariki Mungu na tubariki sisi zote. Wale wote wamekuja kujumuika pamoja nasi, wabariki Mungu na wanemeshe. Tunaposafiri kuelekea sehemu mbalimbali, Mungu ututangulie. Magari ambayo tutatumia ufunike na damu ya Yesu. Tunakushukuru Mungu kwa kila jambo, maana nimeomba katika jina la Mungu Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Amen.
Amen.
Mungu awabariki na asanteni.
Asante sana. Kongoi mising chitogol DJ.